Hello and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name is Taechichu and I don't know what I'm doing. I'll never know what I'm doing, and that's what I'm using as an intro. Hello one and all. We got some new people watching here, which is my hockey team. As you saw from the title, they're all very excited to get their Poke partners, and that's exactly what this video is about. I'm giving my teammates Poke partners based off their personality. So the way that this is gonna work, sorry, I'm out of breath. I finally got out of bed and put makeup on. It's been a wild couple of days. So I asked my teammates and my coaches in my group chat if it was okay if I could make a video about this, and they were all super excited because they all know that I'm the Poke nerd of the group, and I was excited to make it because they're all curious of what I think of them and what Poke partners I'm gonna give them. And this has been well anticipated since last week. Sorry, I'm sipping my tea. I made a nice cup of tea for this video. No, this is not a spooky video. I'm sorry. The last couple days I've kind of drifted off, but I will be recording my hockey team's costume contest. Oddly enough, I'm not going as a Pokemon, so I'll try to make it as Pokemon related as I can, but you know, oh well, it happens. We also reached 200 subscribers, so I want to thank you guys all for that. There will be a Sleeplocke soon. I gotta find out a date, and I gotta find out which game I'm exactly doing. So, yeah. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So basically, my hockey team, we are in college, and we're based off in New York, and we play for a club team, and it's the Oswego Women's Club Hockey Lakers. Yeah, we have an anchor. But yeah, I'm a senior this year. I'm an assistant captain. I'm also the secretary of the team, so needless to say, I'm a pretty big deal. But yeah, I'm very excited to be making this. Yeah, let's just get into it. Who do I start with? Ooh, maybe I'll start with, should I start with our coach? Okay, I'll start with coaches. So I'm gonna put a picture of them here, and then I'm gonna put the Pokemon that I put for them here, or vice versa. I don't know how I'm gonna edit it. So first off is our coach, our head coach, whose name is Cole. Cole, he has a real job because he graduated last year, so he's MIA a lot. He can also be a bit of a hardhead. Granted, a lot of us can. I know I can, but he's kind of got this personality where it's like a fire type, you know, where it's it's my way or the highway, kind of a little bit stubborn sometimes. But you know what, he can also be cool, and he's also you know, like I said, a little MIA, so that was a little flighty, so a little bit of flying maybe. So I gave him a fire flying type, and I gave him Charizard, and this is completely a reference to Ash's Charizard. I'm sorry for roasting you, Cole, but you're Ash's Charizard. Because sometimes you can be, we don't always get along, but you're a cool Pokemon anyway. And that's the thesis. Anyway, I'm sorry. The other coach that we have, her name is Claire. Claire is a lovely individual. When I first met Claire, she knew about hockey, she knew how to skate, but she's never played hockey, or she has now, but back when I first met her, she had never played hockey and she was really interested in it. So I was like, okay, so with that, there's a calling to ice. So, you know, there's that ice type kind of going in because she has a calling to ice, even though she never played it when she was younger. Then I was like, okay, what else? Claire, she's very cool, again, ice type, but if you make her mad, then she will go off. And you know, I was like, okay, what kind of Pokemon not only represents that, but this is a Pokemon that I thought that Claire would fit very well. I picked Weavile because Weavile is very kind of slick, very pretty, an ice type, and also that dark type as to don't mess with her because she's gonna slice you with her little knife arms. I don't know, some of these were really hard just because you can't always get a Pokemon that has the right typing and everything, but it was still fun to do, and I gave Claire Weavile because I thought that was the Pokemon the best fitter, so Cheers to that. I love tea. All right, next let's go with the seniors. We're gonna go in order. Myself, I'd give ditto. Because I'm always changing and adapting to things, and I always have a smile on my face. Or I'd give myself Gengar because I'm purple, and I still always have a smile on my face. I don't know. My 2 favorite Pokemon? Okay, but, so, who's another senior? So we will go with our captain / co-treasurer, Lauren. Lauren, she has a very cool personality. She always likes to stay positive. And with that cool personality, I was like, okay, we could go with ice or we could go with water. Like, she kind of has that chill personality where she'll go with the flow and she's very listening. It's kind of like going with the current. Again, these reasonings are very weird, but it just is what it is. But you know, she's and she's very fast. Almost like she's flying. So, fast, like on the ice. And I was thinking of a Pokemon that would really fit her, and I was thinking Mantine, because I don't know, I can just see Lauren with this Pokemon by her side, just kind of like kicking butt and taking names. Like, it's a cool Pokemon, it's always smiling, always positive, and flying types don't always have to be flighty like Cole, but it could also be like you're super fast on the ice, or like, I don't know, you just have like that nice, cool, floaty personality that everyone can really get along with. Jesus. It's hot. Next senior, who is our president, Miss Maddie. Hello, Miss Maddie. Okay, so I gave Maddie this Pokemon for a plethora of reasons. Maddie has a dog named Millie, and Millie is like her whole world. She has Millie Girl merch, she has all of these things, and I know her world revolves around Millie. I mean, my world, if I lived with my dog, would revolve around her as well. But so, I was like, all right, so it has to be a dog Pokemon, right? Because of Millie. And the whole world, her whole world, revolves around her. Okay, so I believe one of Maddie's favorite colors is pink. She's a very, not a girly girl, but you know, you like to be pretty. You like to be like a girl, I don't know. I don't know, you like pink, you are a dog type person, you're always talking about being positive and everything. And so, with the whole being positive to this, I was thinking of a fairy type. So I was like, okay, fairy, positive, what other type could she do? Could she do a dual type? But I was like, what's a good fairy type that looks like, even though it's a fairy and like, you know, happy personality, you're also a dog, I picked Snubbull, because Snubbull is also a Pokemon you don't want to mess with. Same with Maddie. Snubbull is just a cute little, I have a Build-A-Bear of Snubbull. I love Snubbull. It's just a cute little Pokemon that it's like, don't mess with it because it has a temper. Not that you have a temper, Maddie. It's also hard to not offend people. But you like pink, it's a dog. And you know, I feel like a Snubbull would be really good for Millie Girl merch. You could even name the Snubbull Millie. Like that, and that's my reasoning for it. And then our last senior, my wonderful Kristen. Kristen is an assistant captain, or my co-assistant captain, and basically, I was trying to think, I was like, okay, what is the perfect Pokemon for her? Kristen is a STEM major, which means that she has a major that's in like science and math, that's either in science or math. I believe it's science, I don't remember what it is. I'm sorry, I can't remember every major, but she's super smart, she's super fierce. So I was like, okay, super smart and super fierce. You definitely like don't want to mess with her, right? And Kristen might be small, but she's one of those people where she's built. She's a trainer, you know, so she knows how to fight. So it's like, okay, fighting and psychic. And therefore, the Pokemon I picked is Gallade. Gallade might be tall, and Kristen's not very tall, but I think that Gallade's a perfect fit because it's tough, it's super smart, you guys will totally mesh. It's perfect. I know it's not purple and your favorite color is purple. I'm her favorite. But I think that Gallade would be perfect because it's a psychic fighting type. I could have picked Metacham, but I didn't like the way Metacham looked, and I didn't think that fit your personality. I thought that Gallade fit it much more. It's so very slick, very sly, just kind of the way that you play in hockey as well, and it's just like that. That's why I chose Gallade for you. This video is already getting too long, and I've only gone through like 5 people. Great, that's the tea. Next, let's do juniors. So we'll go with some people who are already on e-board. I'm going to go with Miss Katrina. Katrina is our vice president. She is a wonderful, wonderful person. She is super tall. She's a goalie. She's our one and only goalie. So I was like, okay, so I need a big Pokemon that's basically like a wall. I could have picked Stakataka, but I'm not gonna give Stakataka to Katrina. She's so much better than Stakataka. So I was like, all right, she has this very cool personality. I keep saying all these people have cool personalities. You're all cool, I'm sorry. But for Katrina, she's kind of like that cool. At first, she was very quiet when I first met her. But then once you talk to her, it's like, boom, boom, boom. We could have such good conversations. I love you, Katrina. I'm glad that we're like so close now. And I was like, okay, she's kind of like that tall, cool type. So I was like, okay, steel. And walls can be made out of steel. And in the net, she is a wall, people. But she's also super, super smart. She is also a STEM major. We have a lot of smart girls on this team, and I can't relate as a broadcasting major. But I was like, okay, I want Steel, and she's super smart, so I'll do Psychic. So I gave her Metagross. I think that Metagross is a really good pick for you because it's strong, and I think that when in a Pokemon battle, you want a Pokemon that's strong, right? And I think that Metagross could like help practice with like blocking the net and everything. I don't know. These reasonings are like really weird, but I think that Metagross would be a really good pick for you, Katrina, because like it'd be good in net. It's a steel type. It's psychic. You're super smart. You're super good at goalie. You're like a wall. That's the tea. Another junior that we have is Miss Megan. I call her Meg. She is our co-treasurer. She is a defenseman. Megan likes to spit hot roasts. Like, don't get me, like when I first met her, just kind of like Katarina, they were both like not as talkative, but now that I'm close with them, like we have so many conversations and we have so many like tea spills, like spill the tea, sis. Like I just spilled tea into my mouth. But I was like, okay, Meg, dang. And on the ice, as I have known her, she has been getting more and more fierce with fighting, and I love that. I love that. So I was like, okay, I need a fighting type, but I also need a type that's like, if you talk back to her, she's gonna be like, no, I don't think so. So I picked Toxicroak. And you might be thinking, why Toxicroak? That's such a lame Pokemon. It's really not. It's one of the better ones in the game. It's used in competitive. Toxicroak is wonderful. It's honestly, Croagunk was like, its pre-evolution is super happy all the time, so Toxicroak's gonna be happy all the time. And that Pokemon's gonna help you in every single situation that you wanna be in. It's a Toxicroak. Who doesn't want a Toxicroak? Toxicroak's great. Megan's great. I'm crazy. But yeah, Megan, I gave you Toxicroak. I think it's a lovely Pokemon for you. And I think that it's super strong. It would help you in situations like that. Like what? Like that. Okay, Taylor. Lex, are you a junior or sophomore? Why am I crazy? Either way, I'll do Lex next. Lex. This cutie little redhead, my line mate. This beautiful, gosh, this beautiful person. She is super fierce. She is a boss butt bean. I try not to swear on my channel. I don't know if I'm doing that yet. Boss butt bean, BBB. She's my BBB. I don't know. She has red hair. She has a super fiery personality, okay? Like this girl, if you tell her something and she doesn't like it, she's like, no, I don't think so. Kind of like Megan. But with Megan, I gave her a totally different thing. Listen, these reasonings are weird. But Lex, I think of red hot personality, fire type, you know? So I was like, what would be the perfect Pokemon for her? And I was like, you know what? Let's give her Ninetales. Because Ninetales is such an elegant Pokemon, and it's a fire type, and it needs to, with Ninetales, things need to be a certain way, and it is such a good and beautiful Pokemon that people love, and that's like, that's Lex for me. Whenever I think about her, I'm like, oh, my baby Lex. I'm going crazy. It is like midnight, because I wanted to get this up so bad. But she's this beautiful person who needs all the love in the world. She also has a dog named Zamboni, who's a little tiny Pomeranian, and no, she's not that tiny, I don't know. But so I was like, okay, dog Pokemon, fire, needs things to be a certain way, red hot personality, beautiful Pokemon, Ninetales. And that's the tea. Someone in the comments, please tell me how many times I say that's the tea and take a sip of tea. Thanks. Okay. Now, let's go with another person. Now it's just random. Boom, boom. Okay, let's go Lizzie. Miss Lizzie. Lizzie, when I first met her, kind of like Katrina and Megan, she was quiet. But then, like, it's so cool that when you meet, like, these awesome people and they're quiet at first, then you get to know them and you see their personality and, like, you see them bloom. It's such, like, an awesome experience, and I'm so happy that, like, I'm friends with these people so that they can show me, like, how awesome they are, and I'm so grateful to, like, have these relationships with them. Anyway, you know, it's sappy stuff for a second. But Lizzie, she was very quiet at first. She's super wonderful. At first, like, it was like she kind of had this shell. Okay, now there's a reason. I'm hyping it up for the Pokemon. She is also a meteorology major. So I was like, okay, sick. So I'm giving her Minior. Minior, who is a rock flying type and looks like a meteor, meteorology. And then, like, once Meteor, like, gets its shell off, it is such, like, this beautiful color and just such this beautiful vibrant Pokemon that people love. And it's like, you know what? It's great. And it's a rock type, and Lizzie, you know what? You rock. So there's that. I don't know. I really don't. I'm trying my best. Okay, who's next? I am recording this and it is already 20 minutes. Alright, now we're getting to the freshies. That was cringy. Well, I'll go with one of the freshmen that are, or sophomore, who's a returner. Miss Allison. Allison, she is super sweet. I love her. She also writes poetry on the side, and it's wonderful. She's super creative. She's always willing to help other people, and I've seen so many examples of it, and she's just such a nice, beautiful person. All of these women are beautiful that I play with. I just want to, like, reiterate that. Like, it's so wonderful to have known these people and, like, get to know their personalities and be able to do this. Like, it's great. I wasn't crying, it was a burp. But she's super sweet, and she's always willing to help others. So in my head, that kind of reminded me of, like, Nurse Joy Pokemon, such as, like, Chansey or whatever. But I didn't pick Chansey. I picked Wigglytuff because for the fairy, for the more creative type, and then, like, just kind of like a sweet, like, Pokemon that's willing to take care of you. Not like Jigglypuff, who's gonna sing you to sleep and then draw on your face, okay? We're talking about more mature, beautiful Wigglytuff who's willing to help you out and do whatever to help you, you know? Like this nice, beautiful Pokemon who's very underrated, by the way. But, yeah. So I picked Wigglytuff. Now we're really getting into the rookies. Now we're really getting, Allison's not a rookie. She played with us, and then, like, things popped up, and so she took a semester off, and now she's back. I'm so grateful. But we're in the real rookies. Hi, rookies. Make sure you like this video. everyone, make sure you like this video. Thanks. So we're gonna start off with Miss Katrina. We call her Kane because she's like a hurricane. Hurricane Katrina, that's why she came up with the nickname, and I think it's cool. It's easy to say because there are so many times where I go to call her Katrina because it's Katrina and Katrina, so we all just call her Kane now. It's much better. But so Kane is like a wall. Okay, she's a defenseman who is a wall. If you are in front of the net and Kane is there, she's going to get you out of the net. She is like a bulldozer, okay? She also has a wicked slap shot that's like super strong and will like give you a concussion if it hits you like right here, and it'll decapitate you if it hits you in the neck. So, Miss Kane, you're a wall, you're super hardworking, you're a fighter, and you're strong. So those are like the personality traits that I had that I was like, okay, this Pokemon is what you're gonna get. So I picked Machamp. Machamp also, well, Machamp's a fighting type. It's wicked strong. You can tell by its big buff arms, and it probably has a wicked slap shot. But also, I know that Kane does color guard on the side for different schools, and I think that Machamp would be great on color guard and throwing those flags everywhere and catching them. Like, he's helping you out. That's the type of Pokemon he is, and that'd be your Poke partner who's also helping you with your job. Beautiful. So I gave you Machamp. Oh, sorry if these are so unclear, and if you guys have questions, just let me know at practice. That's the tea. I'm getting coffee grounds in my mouth. Ew. Ew. Okay, we only have a few more to go. How many do we? 1, 2. Oh golly, we only have 2 more. And it's probably the people who are like most excited for it. Miss Libby and Miss Carly. Hello, Miss Libby. Okay. So we're gonna go with Libby first. Libby's this very chill person who, how do I explain it? Your personality is like a flying type. You're super nice. You're super like, not that your head's in the clouds a lot, but like sometimes I'll say something and you'll be like, what? I don't get it. And that's not to be mean, trust me. But I'm just saying, like, it happens. And that reminds me of like a flying type. And with like all your niceness and your sweetness, it reminds me of like a grass type. And I was like, okay, what's a nice flying grass type that's super nice, super sweet, and can like help people and be everywhere when needed? Jumpluff. Jumpluff is a wonderful pollinator. Libby, you're a wonderful pollinator. I'm so tired. Wonderful pollinator. I think that it's like a perfect Pokemon for you, and I could just see you like chilling with it floating around you, because like you guys are like the perfect like pair. I think that Libby, when I first saw you, I was like, that's a grass type trainer, man. Like I can't, there are some cases where I'm like, man, you're just a Jumpluff. That was just the first thing that came to my mind. I don't know why, but I knew it was grass type, and you know, Jumpluff. And lastly, we have Miss Carly. Carly, on our team, we call her a crackhead because she is. Maybe I'll insert a clip of her here. I can insert so many clips of her. She is a crackhead, and that's not in a bad way. It's definitely a good way. She does not do crack, actually. But you know, she's super like hyper, energetic, but all the things I'm not. So I was like, okay, she's an electric type, you know. And even on the ice, like, she's super fast. She's trying to do these moves. She's very outbursty, like in real life. Again, literal crackhead. And I was like, but you know what? She's very loyal. She's like, you know what? I love this team. I'll do anything for this team. Gosh dang. So I gave her Jolteon. I couldn't think of a more crackhead Pokemon. If there was one, I would probably give it to her. But, you know, for Jolteon's like was one of the fastest Pokemon in the game. It's like, it's super like electrical. I don't know. It's just like I needed an electric Pokemon so that it would make sense, because Carly, you're so outbursty and you're so like fast and you're going like 100 miles an hour, and I feel like the only Pokemon that'd be able to catch up to you would be in Jolteon, because you have no control sometimes, sister, and none of us know where you're going, but your Jolteon will, don't you worry. God, I really went everywhere for this video, huh? But yeah, again, this video is far too long. It's gonna take me far too long to edit it. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like down below if you like this video, and if you want to see more content from me, then please subscribe down below. We're finally at 200. Right now it's at 206. Let's see if we can get to 250 by the time that Pokemon Sword and Shield come out. That'd be freaking rad. But yeah, leave a comment down below what you thought of my, well, my teammates at least. Leave a comment down below of what you thought about my video, and for other people, comment down below what else you guys would like to see me do. Because, I don't know, I'm in a better place now, but this took a long time to edit, and, you know, if you don't like your Pokemon, I'm sorry, but this is just the way I am. Happy spooky season, guys. Anyway, that is all, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Boop.